focus on that topic, we can explain all the points and then you can also clarify all your doubts. So this is the second session of this series. Last Monday we had a session on soft skills training. We had a very nice response on that, and I'm hearing from my team that a lot of sparks have started contacting about soft skills training. So today we are going to explain what credit transfer means. We have been receiving mails from SPOCs across colleges in India asking us what this means and how it can be implemented by universities, how the colleges will benefit from that, what type of courses to choose, and so on. So without delaying this any further, let me share my screen, and we have put together a PPT. We'll go through the PPT. So most of your questions will be answered once you watch the PPT. Beyond that, if you have any questions, we will take questions after the session. So let me share my screen now. Can't click on it. Yeah, I'm trying to share my screen. Just give me. Okay, I hope you can see my screen. Okay, let me go to the first slide. Sorry, I was working on it, so I'm in the last slide. Okay, so this is an exclusive session for NPTEL local chapters. So let me go to the next slide. So please understand, this is very important. These are suggestions put forth by NPTEL. Okay, the NPTEL courses that are taken for credit transfer, the credit numbers, the credit points that we are suggesting are just suggestions put forth by NPTEL. It is up to the college and the university to implement these in your curriculum as you like it. So you do not have to tell the student that NPTEL is suggesting one credit, so that is what we are going to give. This is our suggestion. Okay, I hope you understand that it is our suggestion. Okay, recently in March 2022, UGC has come up with this notification that up to 40% of the total courses offered in any particular program in a semester can be through online credit courses, that is through the Swayam platform. So you can show this notification to your college authorities and recommend to them that courses can be taken through NPTEL up to 40% in a semester. So as per UGC norms, 14 hours of learning is equivalent to 1 credit. So how do we figure that? How does it apply to NPTEL? Let's take a 4-week course. As you know, NPTEL we have 4 weeks, 8 weeks and 12-week courses. So the video content, approximately the video content comes to about 10 hours. And there will be 4 assignments, and we are assuming that this will take about 1 hour each from the student side. So student has to watch 10 hours plus 1 hour of assignments. That comes to 14 hours. So we have recommended that a 14 hours of commitment from the student should be given 1 credit. So this is how we have come up with the credit system of or recommendation of 1 credit for 4-week course, 2 credits for 8-week courses, and 3 credits for 12-week courses. But keep in mind again that this is just recommendation from NPTEL. If the college or the university wants to add any more points, that is entirely up to the university. So for example, there are certain students who are very, very vibrantly active in discussion forums. They come and ask questions, they come and solve others' queries and so on. Or if the college is insisting that the student go through some other learning material also, or the college thinks that the student is taking more time, not just the 10 hours to watch the videos and learn from them, or that it's taking more time for them to submit assignments and so on, then the college or the university can decide to give the 1 extra credit. So for a 4-week course, if you think it is right, you can give 2 credits instead of 1 credit that is recommended by us, and so on. So it is entirely up to the college or the university to give that extra credit. It is up to you. So how does the credit transfer process happen from NPTEL? So a university or a college, what can you do? You can pass regulations regarding credit transfer. So this can be for core courses, elective courses, or can be pass-fail course. Every semester, universities such as JNTUH, they bring out a list of courses. They publish a list of courses for which year, which degree they have to take, and they will also publish a general credit transfer policy. So these things that the universities can do ahead of time. And especially, as I told you previously, autonomous colleges, deemed universities, you can make your own policy to implement credit transfer. Affiliated colleges, colleges affiliated to a certain university, you have to go by what the university is telling you. Also, please understand that in NPTEL, there is no mechanism for supplementary exam. So, when the university is passing regulations, you have to keep this in mind and come up with some alternate mechanism for the students who do not pass these NPTEL exams. So we are suggesting you please keep it flexible so that it is not for all students, or at least you add a mechanism for students who do not pass the exam. You conduct an internal exam or some such, so that the students will get one more opportunity to pass the exam. And preferably, we always say keep it for students in years 2 and 3. Do not have credit transfer courses for year 1 students and final year students. First year students, they are fresh, they are just come out from the plus 2 or 12th standard classes. They are just getting used to the college, the learning process, the environment, and so on. So it is not required to make it compulsory for first year students, but if on their own they want to do it, that is fine. Again, we suggest that you do not make it mandatory for final year students. Final year students are looking to graduate and take up jobs, internships, and so on. If first unnecessarily, unfortunately, they do not pass the NPTEL exam, then they have no other mechanism to write the exam. They have also left the university. So this will become very difficult for such students. So we recommend to have this credit transfer process mandatory only for second and third year students. Another point we want to say is you must be familiar with what we call as NPTEL domain. There will be a bunch of courses grouped together, put in a basket, so that they can pursue those courses to get a domain certification from NPTEL. So for example, in computer science, you can get a domain certification in artificial intelligence. You can get a domain certification in programming, and so on. So you can, when you are suggesting courses for credit transfer, you can suggest such courses so that the students can pursue these courses, complete these courses, and aim for a NPTEL domain. This is also something you can keep in mind while you implement the regulations in the university. So as I told you, our recommendation is 4 weeks, one course is a 1 credit, 8 weeks, 2 credits, and 12 weeks, 3 credits. Again, how do we calculate this learner effort? I briefly explained to you. So watching videos, assignment solving is what we are looking at as the investment of time from the students. So typically watching videos, it will take about 3 hours. And assignment solving is 1 hour, that is 4 hours. So sometimes a student may, for better grasp, they may spend more hours for watching videos, 4 to 5 hours of video. And in other cases, assignment solving, a typical student, instead of 1 hour, they may even take 2.5 hours to solve the assignment. So you have to keep this in mind while calculating the learner effort. If you want to blindly go with with our recommendations, that is fine too, because we have come up with this recommendation after a lot of discussions and deliberations. So if you want to follow that, that is fine. But if your senate, your board wants to discuss this and decide how many hours they are putting in from the student side, then that is also up to you. You can extend the credits. So credit calculation, as I told you, for a 4 weeks course, there is 16 hours and 1 credit. 88 weeks, there is 32 hours and 2 credits, 12 weeks, 48 hours and 3 credits. So this is our recommendation. Again, there are extra effort that some students are putting in, such as they go through text documents and additional reading material, they participation in discussion forums, etc. Counting all other components such as reading and additional time that they put in, you can decide. We are giving you all these tables in different formats so that you can use this in your presentation, in your discussions with your college board, with your college senate, and then decide how many credits you want to extend per course. So this is a typical NPTEL certificate. As you know, the marks will be shown, the assignment marks, the proctored exam marks, total number of candidates certified in this course. All these details are given in the certificate. On the back side of the certificate, we also give the number of credits recommended by NPTEL. So if anybody has any doubt, you can check there. If it is a 4 weeks course, we will show it as 1 credit. If it is an 8-week course, 2, and so on. So on the reverse side of the certificate, this will be mentioned. So what not to do when you are recommending courses for credit transfer? Recommending NPTEL course in the final semester of the degree, as I told you, please do not make it mandatory. And recommended NPTEL courses for first semester, again, please do not do that. Naming specific courses with instructors and institute names. So for example, we have, let's say, cloud computing course. Cloud computing may be offered by IIT Madras, IIT Kanpur, IIT Delhi, and so on. So in your recommendation, if you, in your course list that you are giving to the students for credit transfer, if you specifically mention IIT Madras course of cloud computing, that will be restricting these students, right? So we suggest that you not mention any specific course names or instructor names or institute names. Make it as generic as possible. Mention cloud computing course. Let them decide which institute's course they want to take. Let them join all 3 courses and then decide which instructor's course suits them. Accordingly, they can join the courses. And give as many broad recommendations as possible, and also provide alternate mechanisms to complete the credit in case if they are unsuccessful in any ways. So what will NPTEL do? Now that, let's say, students have joined these courses are now recommended by the college for credit transfer. How will local chapters box? How will you know if these students have completed these courses? You have to now give this information to the college or the university. What will you have access to? So the actual marks scored by each student in every assignment and the actual marks scored in the final certification exam will be given in your SPOC login. E-certificates will also be provided in your SPOC login. So you do not have to write to us and ask us for details. All this information will be available in your SPOC login. So it is very easy. It is just a matter of logging in, downloading it as an Excel, going through the Excel, making sure all students' details are there and using it as such. So many universities and colleges these days are using this. So if you have any doubts, please write to us. We will help you with that. So the SPOC will get direct access to enrollment information. That is, how many students, which students have joined which course, how many students have registered for exams, the hall tickets of the students, assignment and exam marks, exam center details, hall tickets, e-certificates. From the beginning, the day one the student joins the course till the certificate is given to the student. All these details are available to the SPOC in their login. It is very straightforward. You just have to log in and then access these details. So how universities can implement this credit transfer? So these are some of the methods by which various universities have used our courses for credit transfer. So some colleges use the NPTEL scores as such. So those marks are directly transferred to the transcripts of the student. Some other colleges have relative grading of the student marks with respect to highest marks. Those who are in the exam team in your colleges will understand this, and accordingly they can scale up also. And you can decide what will go in their degree transcript. So you can either take it as such, or you can use it as for relative grading and decide what marks should show in the student's transcript. In some other colleges, the marks can be they have been translated to letter grades. So that also can be done by the college or the university side. Again, from our side, we will provide the marks. How you want to take it, how you want to implement it in your system is up to you. Again, the cutoff and pass fail marks can also be decided by the university. So, for example, in NPTEL courses, for NPTEL courses, the pass mark is 40. But if the university decides that they want to give the pass mark as 35, so we are providing the marks. So you can check and make sure that, okay, these many students are also going to pass this course, and you can do that accordingly. But the actual marks will always be saved in our server, if in case you want it later. But in your Spark login, the actual marks will be shown. You can pass it on to the university. The university can decide whether you want to give it as a letter grade, as relative grading, or use it as such, or even decide what you want to reduce the pass marks, and so that most students can pass and so on. So that is entirely up to the college or the university. So in the local chapter portal, when you go to local chapter page, that is nptel.ac.in/local chapter, on the left hand side, there is a tab called credit transfer. And there is a document called NPTEL's recommendations for credit transfer. This is a document that we have put up on our website. We recommend that you go through that document. It is a PDF, about 10 pages. Please go through the document, and all the points that I discussed today, that's available in the document as well. Please go through the same, and then if you have any doubts, you can always ask us. Similarly, in the same page, we have another list called List of Universities, Institutes that take NPTEL courses for credit transfer. We have given the list of universities. If you are one of the universities, please write to us. We will add your name also in the list. And we have also given all the support documents that these universities use. So, for example, if a university has used it in a unique way, we ask the SPOC to share it with us, and we will provide this in the website so that you can also take a look at it, and you can go through these examples and see how you want to implement it in your college or university. So these are some examples. For example, Abdul Kalam Technology University in Kerala. So what they have is, they have something called student activity points. So 50 points is taken if you complete one online course. So they have to complete, I think, about 250. They have to gain about 250 points across 3 or 4 years. So 50 each online course will be equivalent to 50 points. So if a student takes 2 courses, that will be 100 points. Then they participate in some sports activity or something, that's another gather a few points, and so on. So taking online courses, completing online courses is one of the ways by which they can complete their student activity points. Similarly, in AKTU, Uttar Pradesh, courses taken through NPTEL can be taken as pre-PhD course. That is 20 credits, and also 20 credits they will earn for BTech honors through online courses. That is another way of implementing there. So MOOCs, I mean, each university has come up with their own ways of doing it. University of Calicut, they have audit courses. So they don't take it for this GPA, but they can do it as audit courses. And in Solapur University, if the student doesn't pass, they conduct their own exams and make sure that the student does not fail from graduating and so on. So these are some examples that I have shown here. All these examples are available on our website also. So this is our local chapter email ID. For any queries, you can write to us. We also now have a dedicated mobile number. If you have any questions, please call us at this number. So it will be, our team will be more than happy to answer all the queries. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen now. So I would request all our viewers here today to put up your hands if you have any questions, and we will go by turn. If you have any questions, as far as I know, I will answer. Otherwise, I will also check with somebody else, and we will send a reply to you by email. So if you have any questions, please raise your hand, and we can help you understand. Mr. Prasad Hegde, please unmute and you can ask the question. Prasad Hegde, are you there? Mr. Prasad Hegde, are you there? Okay, we'll move on to the next person. Gajendra Singh, sir, are you there?
Ma'am, am I audible?
Yes, yes. Please
Yeah,
introduce yourself, sir, and please ask the
yeah.
question.
This is Dr. Gajendra Singh Pachlore from Vinayak Vignan Mahavidyalaya. Our local college, the local chapter code is 4054. I'm talking from Amravati University. My question is there any system through which we can know whether our university is actually having this credit transfer system from NPTEL? Because our university will be implementing CBCS from this academic year, that is 2022. So where any system can come whether this system implemented by unity or not.
Okay, so, sir, so your question is whether is there any way for you to know whether they have already implemented? Is it? You want us to tell you? Uh, I'm not very clear on the question, sir. Okay, so see, if the college or somebody has told us, we will have that information. Otherwise, we do not know, sir. You can probably write to the university authorities and find out, or write to similar colleges from who are affiliated to this university and find out from them. Otherwise, we do not have any idea as to which universities have implemented this. We usually get this information from our local chapter SPOCs. Okay, I hope I have answered your question. Thank you, sir. Satya Narayanan Das. Sir, please go ahead and unmute and answer, please. Ask your question, sir. Satya Narayan Das. No. Okay. Ambika madam. Ambika madam, go ahead. Divya, is there any difficulty for them to? Okay. Ambi Ambika
Hello,
madam. Yes,
ma'am,
please
am
go
I
ahead.
audible?
Yes, yes, go ahead.
Ma'am, our local chapter
Hello,
ID is
madam.
956.
Hello.
Ambika madam, please
Hello.
go ahead. Sir, can you please
Yeah,
wait? Yeah.
Okay, sir.
sir, ma'am, I am KS School of Engineering and Management. Our local chapter ID is 956. I
Okay.
want to know whether you have any idea about credit transfer from Vishweshwaraya Technological University?
Uh, no, madam. So that's what I was just, replying to the previous question also. Many of
Huh.
you are asking if I know. See, if the SPOC has told us, we will know.
Okay.
Otherwise, we do not know. So what I suggest is, if you know of other colleges, who is affiliated to the same university, please write to them, call them, talk to them, and you can probably approach the university together and ask this.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you,
Yes.
ma'am.
Somebody else was talking. Satyanarayan Das, are you ready to ask?
Hello.
Yes, yes, go ahead, sir, please. Please introduce
Yeah, very
yourself.
good evening, ma'am. Good evening,
Yes.
ma'am. Good evening to all. This is Professor S.N. Das, Satyanarayan Das from GIT University, Gunpur, Odisha, ma'am.
Okay, sir.
Actually, since the last couple of years, we are associated with the NPTEL, the local chapter. Local
Yes.
chapter ID is 2280.
Yes.
And more or less per semester, around 1000 to 1500 students are appearing the examination in our university.
Yes, sir.
The last time we have incorporated this particular thing in our board of study meeting as well as academic council
Okay.
for incorporating this credit transfer system.
Okay.
But first time when we are incorporated, we are failed to incorporate all this thing because some of the students are failed and some of the students are not able to clear the papers.
Okay.
At that time, what the board of management as well as board of study members are suggested, you have an alternate mechanism for that. So that
Okay.
whatever the courses we are provided in the elective course, so from that we have offered this NPTEL course as a mandatory for all the students to clear. And if they are not able to clear that particular paper, they have to be appear the means offline examination which we are conducted from the university.
Okay.
This is what our board of study as well as academic council has suggested, because we cannot make compulsory for each and every students
Right.
to complete the certification. Otherwise, we will not provide the degree.
Right.
That will be the
Yes,
things
sir.
which we are incorporated this year, madam. This particular
Yes.
mandate we have come
Yes, sir.
across.
That is very good because if a student is not able to complete the NPTEL certification, the
Yeah,
college
yeah.
has to come up with a mechanism. So
Mechanism,
this is
exactly.
exactly what we are saying. So very nice, sir. Thanks for
Yes.
sharing this, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you. Divya, anybody else? Okay, if anybody else wants to ask a question, please go ahead. Somebody has written, they have completed my final semester exams this July and waiting for the results. I am interested in attending NPTEL exam. Will the credits include in my grade? So the Jan semester is complete now. So if you are going to join the July semester with NPTEL, those will not be credited with your university because you are already in the final year, right? So I don't think it will be applicable. We will share this recording. Don't worry, we will share this recording. I'm sorry, we are not the recording, but we'll share the YouTube link. This is also going live on YouTube. So we will be sharing the YouTube link with everybody. Any other questions? So as I was telling you, the document is available on our website. I was showing it to you, the local chapter page. You can take it from the credit transfer tab. The document is called NPTEL recommendations. So we urge all of you to go through the document and let us know if you have any doubts at all. We will check here and we will uh, come back with the right suggestion for you. So please go ahead and discuss it with your college authorities. If you have any questions, please write to us. Any other questions, you can put it in the chat window or you can ask also. I hope this session was helpful. I hope everybody understood because we have made it as simple as possible and as clear as possible to everyone. One thing I want to highlight here is that not all courses will be available in all semesters. The popular courses will be available in all semesters. Some other courses will be available in odd semester and even semester. So what happens is sometimes the universities will go ahead and publish a list of courses and then they come back and tell us, oh, this list is not available in this semester. So we will not be in a position to add those courses at that time because see, we also have to check with the availability of the IT faculty and so on. So you please take a look at our list first and then decide which courses you want to use for credit transfer. So we have published a tentative course list up to 2024 July semester. At least 2-3 semesters ahead of time we have published. You can go through that list and decide for the next semester for your own college or university. Any other questions? Is there any polytechnic practicing credits transfer? Not that I am aware of, sir. You can always ask your colleagues at you whom you know. Can faculty members join university remote center through employee ID? I'm not so sure. I have a question, can't unmute. Divya Devang Parekh. Can you please help? Pallavi Gogoi also has a question. Ma'am, please unmute. Team, can you please help unmute Pallav Gogoi?
Hello.
Yes, go ahead, please.
I am Devak. We have just recently made our institute a local chapter.
Okay.
It is 4934. We are a School of Architecture
Okay, sir.
here in Rajkot, Gujarat. Okay. Yesterday we had a board of studies meeting and we actually had a
Okay.
discussion about this credit transfer and kind of thing in the university. Now we are
Okay.
affiliated to university, so we have to actually follow what university has to
Right.
say.
Mm.
There was a very unusual kind of a question which was raised. For example, we thought that we will offer this course in the elective or as suggested by our Council of
Okay.
Architecture in an open elective kind of thing, so that students have a choice to choose out of architecture
Right.
discipline. Now, what is that generally in the mark sheets, in the elective portion, if we want to reflect the title of this courses that students have taken, it will be very difficult because every time these courses will be new and a kind of thing. The university had a very difficult kind of a situation. They said that probably will not be able to do it. What happens that when you write general kind of thing that students has taken elective, I mean, what do you say? It's like no, a
Right.
generic
Right.
title like elective.
So
If the
what we suggest is
student
no,
has taken as yeah.
no. So what we suggest
Yeah.
is, again, these are our recommendations. If the university wants to emphasize on any one particular course, that's fine. It is completely up to you. So, we are saying generic is easier for students. From the student's perspective, let us not make it compulsory. Let us not give a course name. Let us not give a institute name and so on. But if the university thinks that, okay, this is the course that we want the students to take, that is completely fine.
So my question was related to the same thing.
Yeah.
How does the other universities, those who implemented this thing, how does it gets reflected in the mark sheet that they have done through
So,
Swayam
for
kind of
example,
thing?
AKTU, Lucknow, UP. So they have decided, prior to Corona, there is a course called soft skills development, or there is a course called Divya. What is that Pratap sir's course? That environment introduction, not the research course. There's another course. That environment related one course is there. So these courses, they have specifically mentioned that the second semester student must complete this course. They have mentioned the course
Okay.
name, they have mentioned the professor name, they have mentioned the institute name. It has come out as a regulation that they have to complete. So every student in colleges affiliated to the university, they had to complete that course.
So in the mark sheet, it reflects in the name of that course?
Yes, absolutely. So I will do one thing,
Okay.
sir. You can send an email to local chapter mail ID. So we have
Okay.
people in our IIT Kanpur office who have been closely working with AKTU. So they can properly
Okay.
guide you.
Okay. Fine. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you. Divya, anyone else?
Hello, ma'am.
Yes, go ahead. Go ahead.
My name is Pallab Gogoi. I am from Assam Don Bosco University,
Okay.
local chapter 197.
Okay.
I have two questions actually. The question number one, uh, all the courses are actually available in the archive also.
Right.
So suppose we give certain course to the student to suppose finish the courses, they can go through the archive also, and they can we can conduct the exam because it is not available currently, suppose in your portal.
Yes, sir. That is
So
completely fine, sir. That is the idea of
that is
putting all
complete.
the courses in the archived portal.
Okay.
Because
So
NPTEL
it is
courses,
possible.
yes, sir. Absolutely, it is up
Yes.
to you. Yes, absolutely. Yes, it is
Okay.
possible. Because our theme is, to help students. So
Okay.
certain set of courses we will offer each semester. Once the semester is over, it is it is archived in another place. So
Yes.
through that portal, what will happen is there is no certification from our side. But if your
Okay.
students want to watch the videos, go through the assignments, etc., and take your own exam,
Yes.
that is completely fine. We won't give certification. That's all.
Okay.
Your
So
college or university giving the exam, that is completely fine.
okay. So another question is that as far as the AICT is concerned, actually for the honors courses, the minimum requirement is 20 credit.
Okay.
So uh, and in second year and the third year, it is very difficult for a student to complete all the 20 credit course in
Okay.
addition to 163 credit which is provided by the AICT new model.
Okay.
And even if they have got lots of internship program,
Right.
activity points program as suggested by the AICT.
Right.
So is there any possibility that suppose you are providing some course which is actually suppose treated as a 3 credit course,
Okay.
can we increase the credit from our side?
From your side, absolutely. Again, yes. So again, in the
Because
beginning, I was
yeah,
telling you
because
how if for a 12-week course, we recommend 3 credits. But your
yes,
college or your university, if you want to give, say, 4 credits for that course or 5 credits for that course, it is up to your board, your senate. We have absolutely no problem in that.
okay.
But our
Thank
server
you
will
very
always show as 12-week course, 3 credits. So what we
okay.
recommend is for across colleges and across universities. So we will not be changing that. So based
Okay.
on our calculations, it is a 3 credit course. But if your university wants to extend, say 5 credits for that course, that is completely up to you. That's not a problem for us.
Actually, thing is that madam, actually nowadays students find it very difficult
Understood.
to be very honest
No problem, sir. That
because
is again, that is where the
yeah, okay,
flexibility comes in. So we are only recommending.
okay,
We are not the credit giving authority, right? We are just conducting the exams and we are giving certificates. What credit should
okay.
be given to that, the time they spent is up to you.
Thank you very much for your clarification.
No problem.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
We are the local chapter with local chapter ID 2980, the ECFA University, Jaipur.
Okay, sir.
Ma'am, I have some queries related with the registration and enrollment. Actually, the students who are registering, who are enrolling them for the courses, they are also shown in the login ID of SPOC in registration. So I'd like to
Right.
know the difference between the enrolled student and a registered student.
Okay. So these are two terminologies that we use internally here. Enrolling means joining. Enrolling to the course meaning joining the course. So joining is free. There is absolutely no fee for joining an NPTEL course. So this semester, July 2022 semester, we are offering 620 courses. So a student, if he or she wants, they can join all 620 courses. There is no fee associated with that. Once they join the course, they will get access to the study material. That is the videos. And they can also submit assignments for free. So if a student or a faculty has joined the course only to study, they are not aiming for a certification, then there is no fees associated at all. They can watch the videos anytime. They will have full access 24/7 for lifetime. They can watch it anytime and they can submit assignments also. But if the student or the faculty is aiming for a certification, now they have to come and register for the exam. So that is a separate process. There is a separate registration form for that. They have to come and fill the form, submit some details such as upload their photo, their signature, etc. And they have to pay the fees. So why is there a fee for the exam? Because these exams are conducted in exam centers. We have to pay the exam center to use the computer and other facilities at the center. So there is a fee for that. That is why we are collecting exam fees alone. And that is 1,000 rupees per course for a general category student. If the student belongs to an SCST or a PWD category, then the fees is 50% less. They pay only 500 rupees per course. So I hope you understood the difference. When we say enrollment details, that means these are details of students who have come and joined a course.
Ma'am, one more question is there.
Yes.
If the student is enrolled only,
Yeah,
then he or she have not to go to that procedure of uploading the photos,
that is
signatures, and
correct. That
ID
is
card.
correct.
And
When they,
in that case, can we take the assignment marks as a credit? If we are offering that course as a credit course, so can we get the assignment marks of that particular student
yes,
who is
sir.
already
Assignment
enrolled?
marks are also available in the SPOC login. That is
But,
also provided by us.
but after enrolling, the student are not in that situation to fill the what is that the tab is there key whether you are agreed to transfer your marks to the
Right,
college
sir.
or
No,
you taking.
that is because, see, the problem is when students see assignments students copy from each other, right? Wouldn't
Okay.
you agree? They are
Yes,
all
ma'am.
doing it on their own.
Up to
They ask
certain
each
extent.
other. Yeah, many students do that, right? So we generally do not recommend you taking the assignment marks for credit, because that is not a true test of how much they have learned. At the end of the day, we all want the students to understand and get skilled through these courses, right? So if you want to take the assignment marks as internal marks or something, that is fine, as one part of some total marks. But if you are going to give credit based on assignment marks, I wouldn't recommend that at all,
No, no,
because
only for the internal assessment, ma'am.
internal assessment, that is fine. As long as you monitor them, take the exams or something, I think it will be fine. But again, you do not need our permission to do that. You can do it any day. The only thing is, like I said, if they do not register for exams, they will not get a certificate from our side.
Ma'am,
But
the
from
situation.
Yes,
May I
sir.
interrupt? Ma'am, the
Yes, sir.
condition is ki if they are only joining the courses, but in
Yeah.
that situation, they are not able to fill the registration form because they are not filling the registration form for the certificate by paying the 1,000 rupees.
Right.
So in that situation as well, the tab will not be there ki what is, matlab whether you want to take
Yes,
this
sir.
course as a credit course.
Yes,
So
sir.
how
That is why at that stage we are not asking that question. We will ask that question only to those who are coming and writing the exam, because from our side we are recommending credit transfer only for those who take the exam. We
so
are
ma'am,
not recommending
that's what
people
my
who are
question.
taking the Yes, sir. So that question will not be added. But again, like I said, you can decide from your side. Whoever enrolled, you can you can take the assignment marks can be taken for internal marks, but we will not recommend that as for credit transfer.
Okay.
From our side, it is a policy decision that only those who come to an exam center, take the exam, complete the certification, only those results can be given as credit for credit.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay, sir.
thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Students picking courses from
Good
different
evening.
domains and irrelevant from their degree. Is that possible to get credits for them? Gayatri. So, madam, again, we are the authority for offering courses. So, in whatever way you want to give credit, it's up to you. Okay. Um, any other question? Rizwan,
Yes, ma'am.
Alam.
Ma'am,
Yes, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Whoever is speaking, please go ahead.
Vishwanathan, ma'am.
Yes, go ahead.
College. Spoke of college. Doubt is in examination for all the courses, whether the questions will be in a objective manner or else there will be a possible for descriptive questions.
There will be a possibility of descriptive also. So, see,
Descriptive.
assignment questions are more or less objective type because these are auto graded, right? So the assignment
Okay.
questions will be more or less objective type, but the final exam, we will leave it completely to the course instructor. So in one semester, it might be 100% objective question paper, but that doesn't mean the next
Okay.
semester it will be like that. It can contain subjective also. So ahead of time, we cannot tell you what type of questions will come. It can be a mix of any of these.
Okay.
Okay.
And one more doubt is whether for all courses the material will be downloadable.
Yes. Yes. Videos are downloadable. They are also available on YouTube.
YouTube. No, ma'am. For some of the courses, there is an PPT to downloadable, but
So
for some courses there is no
no,
available.
sir. No, sir. All courses are available. You please send an email to local chapter mail ID. Our team will guide you.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Every
Sure.
course is available.
Sure.
See, from our side, we always make sure that it is easy and accessible to all students. So ours is a
Okay.
non-profit
Okay.
organization. So we make sure that it is available to all students. Okay. So if you have any difficulty,
Okay.
any such doubts, please send an email to local chapter mail ID. My colleague Divya is also in this call today. She handles local chapter emails. So they will make sure that your queries are answered.
Sure. Sure.
Okay.
Thank you.
Good
Thank you.
evening,
Thank
ma'am.
you. Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Ma'am, actually, I want to ask that if we have a 3 credit course in our syllabus, so 2 credit from NPTEL and 1 credit from our side, like that also we can divide?
Yes, yes. Again, again and again, I'm repeating this. We are not the credit giving authority. We are just conducting exams. We are conducting the
Okay.
course. Whatever way you want to take it, it's up to you. You want
So
to take it
just
for 2 credit? That is completely fine.
Certificates will be provided, and we have to calculate and we have to
Yes,
schedule that how credit we are going to
absolutely.
take from
Yes,
that
yes,
certificate.
yes,
Okay,
yes.
thank you.
That is up to you. Okay. Any other
Is
questions?
there any process? Is there any process for credit transfer, ma'am? Is there any?
Yes, sir. So we have been explaining this from from 5 o'clock, I think. So what we'll do is we will share the YouTube video to all the SBOCs, and also there are some documents in our website, so you can go through that, sir. The credit transfer policy we have
Sure.
explained there, so I think it will be too much repetitive for those who have already listened to me. So please go through the same. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you,
Thanks.
sir. Thank you. Any other questions? Is there separate NPTEL courses for diploma, UG, PG? Sorry, I'm just reading out a question. Is there separate NPTEL courses for diploma, UG, PG? No. All courses can be taken by everybody, but we sometimes recommend that certain courses be taken by a UG student or a PG student depending on the intensity of the course. Okay, depending on the intensity of the course, a UG or a PG student is recommended, but all courses can be taken by anyone. Okay, there is no such separation.
Ma'am,
Yes.
what is the simplest way of implementing credit transfer? What is the simplest way according to you?
According to me, whatever marks we give, you take it as such. If we say it's a 12-week course, if the student has passed, you can give them 3 credits. If it is an 8-week course, 2 credits, 4-week course, 1 credit. As such, you take the marks. That is the simplest way. Okay. If you want to change only, then only you will need, your board of studies, recommendations, and so on. Maximum how many courses can be registered for exam? In a semester, a student can write up to 6 exams. So in a year, they can write up to 12 exams. They can complete 12 courses. I think we have time for one more question. If you have any question, please ask.
Ma'am, can it be used for showing in value-added courses?
Yes, sir. Any other questions? So thank you all. Thank you all so much. Somebody is asking for extension of enrollment time. Yes, we will. Please send an email to local chapter mail ID. We will check with our professors and decide that. Okay. So thanks again. Thanks for joining. So if you have any more questions, please send to local chapter at NPTEL email ID. We also have a dedicated phone number now. Please call. Our team will help. Thank you again. Thank you so much. We are closing this session. Thank you. I hope this was useful for all of you. For any further questions, please write to us. Thank you.
कहाँ जा रहे हैं हम लोग কোথায় যাবো আমরা walk